Hello, FFCC directors. My name is Jamie Dyer and I'm the FFCC Education Chair. I will be supporting you as we enter the 2021 season along with many other board of directors. The video is to help you prepare for our first weekends of premiere and to get you thinking about the new changes implemented with our safety protocols. The first thing you will want to do is log into the FFCC website and click on Members. From there, select Manage Ensemble Profile. Here you will see your group and you will want to make sure you click on all the tabs at the top to ensure you have filled out everything you need for the season. Your show announcement, music uploads, and staff emails for receiving tapes will all be here for you to fill out. It is also important to make sure your roster, performance agreements, and code of conducts were all approved to not hold you up on the day of the show. It will be important for your first show to have an itinerary. Parents and students will benefit from simple things such as knowing when you will meet at the school, how long they have for hair and makeup before arriving or at your school site, as well as when you will perform and load to leave back home. Some new safety protocols this year that you will want to add is your specific arrival time at the school site. You may only come on campus during your specific time outlined in the schedule on the events page. Also new this year is all units may only stay on campus while their flight is occurring. Once your flight is over, you must leave the campus for the day unless you have bought spectator tickets for other flights. There will also be no dressing areas open, so you must arrive in full uniform and makeup. The only warm-up this year is on your own and outside. There is no scheduled inside body or equipment warm-ups. Premiere will not have scores, only comments. Other shows will not have award ceremonies as they will be digital and presented the day after the show. It will be important for you to plan for separate transportation if you have JV and varsity groups performing in different flights. Parents supporting multiple teams will need to purchase multiple flight wristbands. Also new this year, groups must all pull their own floors. Only staff members and the performing team may pull their floor on and off the performance area. Additional time has been accounted for groups to manage this, but you will want to make sure to practice with your teams, so this is something they account for on the day of the show. When you arrive at the school, you will want to unload your floor and make sure to check the weather in case you need to protect your floor from rain. When you check in that day, please let them know how many students are performing that day. We understand there will be many holes this year with quarantining students. You do not need to change your roster if students are absent from a show. If you happen to add new students to your list, then you will need to upload a new roster and verify with FFCC that they have received your new roster before the show. New this year is that all tickets are pre-sale only. You will not be able to purchase tickets at the show, so please make sure to communicate this with students, staff, and especially parents. There will be no exceptions made. Make sure to have your music turned into the sound table and that you do a sound check in between flights. Acceptable ways of playing music are through iPods, CDs, or new this year, uploading your music from the FFCC website. You can find this under the Manage Ensemble section of the website. You should upload your music at least 24 hours before your show, as the sound person will be pulling these to be available before the show begins. It is your responsibility as a director to make sure your music is working to not delay the show. As stated before, there will be no rotations for the entire season. You will only have an outside warm-up that is optional for your group. You are only expected to show up to holding at the door at your scheduled time. Please use the school maps to help make decisions on where to warm up outside in the event packets on the event page. Premiere will have no scores given this year. You will have two clinicians giving you feedback for your show at all premieres. You may not sit with our premiere clinicians due to safety protocols this year. Starting on the February 20th show, scores will be given to units. Larger shows will see full panels of judges, and some smaller shows may see condensed judging panels. You can view the judging panels on the events page by logging into the website. There will be no critique offered this year at any shows. Please keep in mind that our judges do understand that there will be many groups with holes in their show due to students quarantining and missing instructional time. Judges are keeping this into consideration and will not be blind to these obstacles that everyone is facing this year. It is important to have your students do the best they can with the circumstances that surrounds each group differently. New this year are arrival times, flights, and departure times. Visit the FFCC events page to determine what time you may arrive on campus, when your flight is, and your performance time, as well as when your flight is over. Once your flight is over, you must leave the campus and can only come back if you have pre-purchased a spectator ticket or have another group performing in a later flight. It is important that this information is communicated to everyone involved in your program. Safety etiquette is a must. Please make sure to visit the FFCC site for all of our COVID safety guidelines on keeping a safe distance and mask wearing in order to make this full season a reality for us all. Any members that are sick or quarantining may not come to the show that day. It is the director's responsibility to check all members before leaving to the show to make sure everyone is healthy and not a risk for others due to sickness. We hope that you have an amazing experience and one that many are looking forward to finally having in person. If you have any questions, please email me at jamie@ffcc.org. The many changes are to safeguard our students, membership, and families. We can't wait to see all of the hard work you have been preparing for with your students, and best of skill to you all this season.